Hey guys, Gunpowder Handshake back again. On this video we're going to talk a little bit about mags. Aftermarket mags, standard mags, factory mags, OEM mags. First gun we're going to talk about is the Beretta 92 FS. Now this gun, guys, on most of my guns I've always purchased 4 magazines just because of the simple fact I do like to go to the range a lot. I like to pump a lot of ammo through them, so I want to make sure they last. The Beretta, you can see it has had a few customizations to it. One of the things I did that I really like was I took the spring out of the 1911, the hammer strut spring, and I put it into the Beretta. Purchased a new one, of course, for this one. But it definitely lightened the trigger a whole lot, so I really like that mod. Now, as far as the magazines go, I have 3 magazines that are pretty much factory. These 2 are the ones that came with it. This one is what they call a police issue magazine, or a government law. It's a really good magazine. It's got pretty much the exact same thing as the regulars. The only difference is on the side of it, if you notice right there, it tells you restricted law enforcement government. And that's the reason, because it does not have the groove cut out here like the other 2 do. And there's a little story behind that. You can read a little bit more about them. Some of the police issue firearms did not fire with the mag ejected, and where the other ones did. Now I'm not sure that's the case on this one. Also, you see right here is a Pro Mag. Now this is the 20 mag 92 FS for the Beretta. The only downfall with the Pro Mag I found so far is when you load all 20 rounds in the Pro Mag, it does tend to jam a little bit the magazine, not the firearm, but the mag. The bullets kind of twist a little bit, and it may be due to the way the follower is designed. It presses down really easy on the front, not so much on the back. So on this one I usually only run about 18 shots in it. As long as I don't load the last 2, it works pretty good. But that's just something to think about if you have a 92 Beretta or a Taurus 92 and you're looking at getting an extended magazine. The Pro Mag does have a little bit of fail in it. Now with the 1911, this is a Springfield model. Also has quite a few customizations on it. Everything from the beaver tail, the safety, some internal sear springs and things like that, extractors and whatnot. Now as far as they go, here are the 2 factory mags from Springfield. Flawless. I have 2 of the older mags. Believe it or not, with the 1911, it really doesn't seem to have an issue at all feeding any of the magazines. The only issue that I found, the Wilson Combat works amazing. I've kept it loaded the whole time. It's got great tension on it. It's one of those that I feel like if you had 4 or 5 of these and you kept them loaded at all times, you'd never have an issue with them. As far as the Chip McCormick, the only downfall I found with it, with 8 full rounds in it, when you go to load it into the firearm, it actually seems to catch. If you notice, I only have 6 in it. I don't have the last 2 in it. One reason is just because I ran low on the box and stopped there because I didn't want to open a new box. But I normally only keep 7 in this. The Phoenix Arm, you couldn't really get any aftermarket magazines for it because of I guess the way the firearm is made and everything was stock with it. The only thing I was going to say was, if you've ever put a magazine, and I'll show you this as dummy shells, if you've ever put a magazine in the Phoenix Arms, and if you know mine actually goes in, slide right back, not on safety. If you want to know how to do that to your firearm to keep from having the safety issue, go ahead and check one of my other videos. It's got all the modifications in it. Now with this one, the only thing is, if you've got a big hand, and I mean mine, I'm not a big muscly guy or anything like that. I just have very long fingers. Therefore, if you notice, my pinky's down underneath. Now I've still shot it like this and don't mind it, but I decided, a lot of guys will tell you get an extended magazine and it'll take care of the pinky issue, which, as you see here, that is the extended mag. It's got the little pinky rest. The only thing that I do not like about the Phoenix Arms extended magazine is it puts my pinky now a little bit ahead of the rest, which isn't a big issue, but I notice it almost makes you correct the recoil, and it's a 22. There is none. It's just the way your hand is grouped. You naturally want to pull up on it when you fire. So that's the only thing I really don't like about that. Other than that, I mean, you can hit the target with it. It's a good gun. It's not the most accurate, but 3-inch barrel. I mean, what do you expect? Now, this is the crazy part. We're going from a 3 to a 5. This thing is, I mean, as accurate as it gets. I hear people all the time talking about, oh, well, 45s aren't as accurate. I like the 9mm. If you know how to shoot, I don't think you're going to find a more accurate gun than the 45s, the 1911s. And I mean, this is only a Springfield. I mean, this was a $700 gun, taken up to about $1,000 with modifications. A lot of those guns I see run between $1,400 and $2,000 for the 1911s, the nice ones, the TRPs, John Brown, Nighthawk, Wilson Combat, all those guns. Beautiful guns, don't get me wrong, but I didn't need all the fancy stuff. Plus, on my channel, I like to do my own customizations. You can see the checkered back strap, the beaver tail. I'll go ahead and drop the slide on this. And I hear a lot of people say not and drop in the side. Look, if you replace internals, if you do repair on your own gun, all the parts you wear out, you're going to replace anyways. If you don't know how to replace the parts, in my opinion, you shouldn't own one of these guns because they are the easiest gun to disassemble. They really are. But anyways, I've added some modifications. It's the mil spec. If you guys have any questions on the modifications, check my other videos. Ask anytime. I'd be more than happy to help. If you're wondering why mine, this one is extremely, extremely shiny, and I've got fingerprints and stuff on it too. I'll give you a little secret. I'm going to do a review on a Sigma that you guys won't believe. It looks almost chrome. Mothers, aluminum, and mag polish is amazing. Just simply rub it on, rub it off. Do it 4 or 5 times, and it just gives it a great shine. The Beretta, not really any major customizations other than I just wanted to go off the black on black. I did some metallic things, the guide rod, disassembly, trigger, the screws, set screws, mag release, and then we'll go ahead and drop the slide on this one. I did the skeletonized hammer, changed the springs in it, so I'm really happy with it. But guys, here are just some simple things about the magazines. Like I told you, my recommendation on all the magazines that I've used, if I had one brand that I really like more than others, it's definitely the Wilson Combat. They're an amazing company. I have to give them credit. They do wonderful, wonderful work on all their designs. So I'm definitely really happy about this magazine. I'm going to go pick a couple more up. Just a little offhand thing, I do have a couple holsters here. I was going to do a quick review on them as well. And you can see this is the 1911 holster. I paid about $35 for it. It's really nice. It fits in. It keeps it very well protected. I really like this. Now I got this Beretta holster. It's from Boston Leather. It's a great holster. The only thing I didn't like about it, when put on the Beretta, as you see, bottom part of the gun sticks out, which allows you chances to scratch it. I wasn't a big fan of that. Now as far as my little HP Phoenix arms, Walmart has got Blackhawks. I believe this one is a size 3. And it literally fits the gun perfectly. I can carry that in my pocket and nobody really knows anything. Looks like a wallet or a pack of cigarettes, especially if you carry it in your back pocket. Great little guns here. I really like these guns. I did, a couple mods on this one as well. But guys, if you have any questions on the modifications, magazines, what brand of ammo to use, gun cleaning products, anything like that, ask away. I'll be more than happy to assist in any way. This Gunpowder Handshake signing off. You guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I got a couple contests coming up. One of the contests I'll let you know a little bit about ahead of time, and it's basically going to be your own home modification. I'm actually going to do a contest where I'm looking for 2 winners who are going to modify their guns, their stock guns. Now guys, I don't want anything dangerous, no idiots, no, any safety hazards, should I say. Sorry to stutter there. I just want good, clean fun. I want, if you've got some modifications, maybe something that hasn't been seen, maybe something you're thinking about or contemplating, send the videos in. I'm going to post you guys a link. You can send it all to me. I'm going to review the videos. I'm going to pick my 2 best videos, and they have to be your videos now. I'm going to pick my 2 best videos, the ones that are my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and do a shout out to them on my on my channel, show them and everything, and then I'm going to send the 2 winners each a free t-shirt, a Gunpowder Handshake logo. So to get those, I also have a few more other prizes to give away. I've got some things that I'm testing at the moment for a couple different people, mainly gun bags, holsters. I actually got a laser light that I'm going to do a little test on. A buddy gifted me, wanted my opinion. I'll have to say, guys, my opinion, laser lights, things like that, if it was me and I was going to put it on a rail, none of my firearms have rails except for my Sigma, which I'll show you that, I would go with a light. The only reason for, if you're using it for home defense, somebody breaks in your house, does a laser serve a purpose? To me, no. If you don't know how to aim and you don't know how to hit the target, you don't need to own the gun, first off. You need to put 200-300 rounds, 400-500 rounds through every gun that you buy, so you know how to fire it, you know how it works. Second thing, with a light, if it's bright enough and you come in on somebody and they've got a 190 luminous light in your face, you're not seeing, you're disoriented. So that gives you the upper hand to allow shots without anybody counteracting what you're doing. So I really recommend the weapon light over the laser any day. If you need target practice, a laser's fine temporarily. You might even think of getting a combo, but I would definitely stick with the light. All of these weapons, after 400 or 500 rounds, anybody should know how to shoot them, especially the 22. It's not the most accurate, but it does have a pattern. Once you learn the pattern of how it's hitting, you can adjust and shoot very simply. Guys, any questions? Feel free to ask. Have a wonderful day. Gunpowder Handshake signing off.